biggest challenge we probably face is not having a facility. It kind of stinks trying to do sprint workouts and speed work without any track. We just work with what we've got, run through the snow. It was snowing yesterday, April 26th. So
another challenge is not having a lot of numbers. The girls team hardly has enough to put together a relay.
And I think people think it's a lot harder than maybe it really is, or think like, I mean, we do work hard, but I think people are like intimidated by running. But I think when they begin to run with people and they start to find out that it's like fun, or that maybe it isn't as deadly as they think it is.
Being at a smaller Christian school, people don't come here specifically to run. So it's fun when you get a group of guys that are all like, yeah, we're going to stick with this.
The thing I like best about track is the people. Running with the runners and hanging out with the coaches and everything, it's a fun time.
Another fun part is that the girls and guys teams are kind of together. We all go to the same meets and everything like that. So, I mean, because on other sports you don't get to meet like the girls team. Like with soccer, the teams are separate most of the time.
Kind of.
Yeah, they kind of are. Well, either way, we spend a lot of time together, so that's fun. And then we race against the same schools a lot too, so you actually get to meet a lot of the other guys from other schools and get to know them. And it's kind of a, you know, when you run for 4 years, it's a community. Like our conference especially, and especially being a Christian conference, it seems like everybody's a lot more willing to like get to know people from other teams, because you want to be competitive, and that's definitely still there, but at the same time we kind of all have that common denominator of Christ and everything, and you know, that aspect of our life which kind of unites us all in a way. So I know our first, you know, a lot of the meets we have in North Central and Crown and even St. Scholastica a little bit, we get to talk to those guys, and there's kind of a friendships that grow in that.
North Central, like just as a whole, we've gotten to know them really well. Just because some of us that run cross country too, we've gotten to know them through that, and then we carry that over into track. And I just remember one of my races, I was running a 10K, and it was just kind of a long one, and I remember they were cheering for me just as much as our own team members were, and that was just really encouraging just to know. And then we can do that for them as well, and it's just kind of fun and encouraging to know that we're like all there for each other, and as like a body of Christ, not just as separate teams.
Yeah, we have prayer groups too, just to kind of mix up the event groups, because within track and field you have the distance team, the sprinters, the throwers, the jumpers, and kind of in itself the team's divided like that, and you spend a lot of time within your group. But to help unite our team more and put in the faith aspect, Coach made at the beginning of the year different groups of just, you know, a mix of all the different events. So we talk to each other, and we always pray at the end of meetings. We've been pretty consistent about that.
Coach usually does a good job reminding us that our faith is what's going to last beyond our running. The running will be here for a few years, and then that's it. And then after that, whatever's left is God, you know. So we have to concentrate on God more than we do on our running.
Probably the most exciting moment, at least for our team this year, would have been Taylor Gish winning Christian Nationals. He won conference too, right? In the in the weight throw.
Yep.
And then he went to Christian Nationals and won the entire meet. I know every week in indoor track he broke the record every single week, which doesn't usually happen. And it's not about being the best or winning these meets. It's about improving yourself, you know, and doing your best, and then glorifying God through that. I think this is one of the coolest track programs I've ever heard of, and I've heard of a lot of them. So if you don't have any friends and you're bored,
No, I mean,